You still remember that voice, those words you spoke into the microphone, trembling. It's over for me. But some stories aren't written to end. They're written to begin again. In the burning heat of the Qatari desert, at 35 years old, you stand before your final chance. Every defeat you left behind, every tear, every sleepless night, all of it was preparing you for this moment. So what lies ahead? Argentine air fills your lungs, but the vast, hollow darkness inside you doesn't stir at all. 3 long years have passed since that poisonous night in 2016. You took back the sacred jersey, yes, you reversed your retirement decision, but the deep wound in your soul never truly healed. Some injuries don't show. They live beneath the skin, in the quietest corners of your bones, like a silent predator. You carry yours inside. Through every endless training session, every national anthem, every whistle rising from the stands. Russia 2018. You tell yourself lies, that this time will be different. A new squad, a new system, a new you. But football is a ruthless teacher. It hands you the same lesson, the same pain, on different exam papers again and again. The moment you step onto the pitch against Croatia, that familiar, crushing weight pulls you down. 3 goals down. You retreat to the dressing room. No one speaks. The only sound is the cold, rhythmic click of cleats on the concrete floor. That is the only voice of defeat. Round of 16. France. You fight, you pour everything into the game, but the waves you're facing have already risen far above your head. The final score, 4-3. The plane rises again, heading home, full of defeat inside, wrapped in silence outside. You stare at the clouds through the window, just like that scrawny 13-year-old boy who flew to Barcelona with nothing but his dreams. Back then, the whole future stretched out ahead. Now, the sands of time are slipping fast through your fingers. And you feel that fading deep in your bones. You are 31 years old. The World Cup door opens only once every 4 years, and you know the mathematics of life all too well. One window remains. Just one. This truth echoes like a hammer inside your head every single morning. Every dawn, the same relentless question claws its way into your mind. Can you hold on until Qatar? Then the 2019 Copa América arrives on home soil, your eternal rival's home soil, Brazil. In the semi-final, a bitter defeat sealed by those controversial VAR decisions, pushing the world to its limits. You stand frozen on the touchline, a hollow look in your eyes. The Argentine jersey gripped in your fingertips. As cameras zoom into your face, the entire world holds its breath and whispers the same question. Does this man still believe? No one knows the answer. Maybe not even you. Maybe you yourself can't see that faint flame still flickering inside your own chest. But then 2021 arrives with that strange poetic twist of fate. Copa América, back in Brazil, the very soil where your soul was most beaten down, where your deepest wounds were cut. The final night, in the shadow of the towering Maracanã against Neymar's army. When 90 fierce minutes are done, the scoreboard reads 1-0. That final whistle announces the end of 28 years of hunger, of a nation's aching pain. For the first time in an Argentine jersey, you raise a trophy to the sky. Tears stream down your face. You don't even try to wipe them away, because those tears are the outpouring of everything the years had built inside you. If you got lost in the darkness and light of this story, you are not alone. In that moment, millions of hearts beat in the same rhythm as yours. Everyone swallowed the same sob, trapped in the same throat. Everyone witnessed the same impossible dream become real. But you hear that relentless whisper inside, this is not enough. The Copa América is a comfort, an oasis, but the true mirage still shimmers on the horizon. The World Cup, only that remains. You are 34 now, walking the unfamiliar streets of Paris in a PSG jersey. You feel more alone than ever. Club football is chaos. The press is sharper than ever. But Qatar is drawing closer, and you are blind and deaf to everything else. Your eyes are locked on one thing only, that golden trophy. Qatar, November 2022. The desert heat doesn't let go of your skin, even after the sun goes down. Lying in your camp room, staring at the bare white ceiling, your mind rewinds like a film reel. 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018. Every collapse, every farewell, every goodbye drifting past like ghosts before your eyes. But this time, something different stirs deep within you. This is not exhaustion. This is not burnout. This is the heavy, quiet, terrifying resolve of a man preparing for his final dance. You are at the peak of your maturity, ready to face your destiny. First match, Saudi Arabia. And for a moment, the world freezes solid. Argentina 1, Saudi Arabia 2. A 36-match unbeaten run, buried in the desert sand. Social media erupts. Television screens overflow with the wreckage. Messi failed again. The sad end of a legend. You switch your phone off and throw it aside. You look out the window. Qatar's fierce desert wind rattles the glass like it's trying to tear it free. Even nature feels like it has turned against you. But when dawn breaks, you shake off that heavy grief. The moment your foot touches the training pitch, you hear it, that sound. That familiar, clean, sharp strike of ball against boot. It reminds you of who you are. Walk away? That is not an option. Not anymore. Because this fight is no longer just yours. It belongs to the kids running on the cracked pavements of Las Heras. It belongs to the sacred memory of your grandmother Celia. And it belongs to that scrawny 13-year-old boy who gritted his teeth through the pain of every injection in his leg, night after night. The Mexico match arrives. When your shot finds the net, the entire stadium roars your name. Then Poland, the round of 16. Then the nerve-shredding battle against the Netherlands. With every step, the weight grows heavier. Even breathing becomes harder. In the quarterfinal, when the penalty shootout comes, you walk toward that white spot. Your hands tremble. Your heart pounds against your ribs. But this time, one thing is completely different. This is not fear. This is the deadly calm of a man who has seen everything, who has tasted every kind of pain. You step up. You send the penalty home. The net shakes. Argentina are in the semi-final. In the dressing room, in the middle of the wild celebration, you sink into a corner, head in your hands, just breathing. Your teammates are dancing on the tables. You retreat into the silence because you know the summit is still ahead, and the air gets thinner with every step. It is not over yet. In the semi-final, Croatia. You conduct the game like a maestro leading his orchestra. A penalty, an assist, a clean 3-0 victory. The door to the final swings wide open, and behind that door stands an enormous shadow. France, the country that tore you apart in 2018. Mbappe's speed, the arrogance of champions. The world looks at this final and whispers one thing: 2 stars, 1 stage, and a sacred trophy only one of them can hold. December 18th, 2022, Lusail Stadium. The sun is gone. The desert heat has given way to a charged electric coolness. As you pull on that sacred jersey one final time, you look at the reflection staring back at you in the mirror. 35 years old, the gray creeping into your temples, badges of every battle you've left behind. Your eyes are tired, your gaze is heavy, but the ancient fire burning in your soul has never burned this pure, this clear. This is your final dance on the stage. And you will dance every single second into your very soul. The first half, you storm across that pitch like time has reversed itself. Argentina suffocate the game. You step up to the penalty spot and send it in. Then, Di Maria weaves in that unforgettable second goal. 2-0. Walking toward the dressing room at halftime, there's a wave of confidence in the corridor. But you stay cautious. You know better than anyone how brutal football can be, because you know football, and football knows you. The second half begins, and a storm named Mbappé tears through the center of the pitch. In seconds, everything is turned upside down. 2 goals. 2. Extra time. Breath is running out. You go 3. 2 ahead, but Mbappé steps back into the spotlight and restores the balance. 3. Time stops. A whole planet holds its breath, watching you. And there you stand, in that 35-year-old weary body, perfectly upright. You don't crumble. Your knees don't buckle. You focus only on the next move. On that final move fate has prepared for you. And then, penalties. The wounded man who once trembled at that white spot is gone. In his place walks a legend, steady, measured, unshakable. You place the ball gently on the white spot. The goalkeeper dives one way. The ball, as if it knows exactly where it belongs, finds the opposite corner and embraces the net. The final kick is taken. And then, the world erupts. Argentina are champions. The World Cup, at last, in the hands that deserve it. That moment, the weight of an entire lifetime, thousands of training sessions, millions of tears, endless heartbreaks, detonates like a volcano. You sink to your knees, you lift your head to the sky, the roar of the stands, the sobs of your teammates, the cry of an entire nation. You hear none of it, because in that 1 second, there's only one voice echoing in your ears. Your grandmother Celia's voice. The woman who took your hand when you were just 4 years old and walked you out onto that dusty dirt pitch. Who looked at you and said, "You are going to be the best in the world. At last, you are at peace." As you raise the trophy above your head, your fingers shake uncontrollably. The blinding golden gleam fills your eyes, and in one single second, your entire life flashes through your mind. The dusty, cracked streets of Las Heras, the injections that burned every night, the ice-cold silence of your first days in Barcelona, every final that fell apart, every sob swallowed in your throat, all of it, every single piece of it, finds its meaning right now in the weight of this golden sculpture. You feel that immense burden to your very core, but this time, you don't have to carry it alone. Your soul, for the first time in years, is free. And the return to Argentina. The streets of Buenos Aires are swallowed by a sea of people, millions of hearts beating as one, moving through the crowd on the open-top bus. Everywhere you look, blue and white. From somewhere in the crowd, an old man reaches out toward you. Tears pour down his face. He screams with everything he has, "Thank you. I never thought I would live to see this." His voice cuts right through you. You feel your heart clench one more time, but not from pain, from overwhelming gratitude. Perhaps some burdens are not carried to win victories. Perhaps they are carried to grow into something greater. Perhaps all those years of losing, being wounded more deeply each time, breaking down in sobs in front of the microphone, perhaps all of it was leading here, to this moment, to this version of yourself, not to claim something, but to become something. The suffering carved away at you, slowly, patiently, and what it revealed was this legend. As the sun sets over Lusail Stadium, the sky turns into a blazing canvas of orange. You are alone on the pitch. The crowds have left. The lights are beginning to fade, but you are still here. You reach out and gently touch the ball with your foot. It rolls across the grass, slow, calm, unhurried, like wisdom in motion, just like that 4-year-old boy in Las Heras, touching a ball on a dirt pitch for the very first time. The world has changed. Time has moved on. Everything has shifted. But that first touch, that childlike wonder burning in your heart, never changed. Perhaps real legends are not written in victories alone. Perhaps the true story is hidden in the ability to keep going, no matter what. The greatest triumph is not that trophy. It is stepping back onto that pitch the next morning, when everything seems lost and hope has run dry. It is placing the ball on that spot with trembling knees and starting to run. And you, Lionel Messi, did exactly that for an entire lifetime. You didn't lose. You simply kept going until you won. That's the end of another video. See you next week with the Neymar Jr. story. Take care.